Hello everyone. I wanted to do a brief overview on MyAccountingLab. You're going to enter the lab through the My Lab and Mastering link in the left side menu. And then once the lab has loaded, this is what you should see, the links here on the left, the student links. You can either go to MyAccountingLab All Assignments or MyAccountingLab Course Home. Now, of course, this is after you've registered. If you haven't registered yet, you won't see these links, and you'll need to go back to the home page and go to the Navigating MyAccountingLab module and click on the document that's titled Start Here. Read through that document and register for MyAccountingLab. Once you've done those steps, you'll see the student links. So assuming that you have registered and you have your student links available, you can either click on MyAccountingLab All Assignments, and this will take you directly to your assignments. And so if you are ready to work, this is where you should go. Don't ever sign in to MyAccountingLab outside of Canvas. You want to go into your Canvas course, click on the My Lab and Mastering link, which will open up this page, and then you want to complete your assignments by going through this link. That's the only way you can ensure that your grades are properly recorded. If you are doing this work outside of Canvas, if you're logging in directly to Pearson, which you may have done in the past, but we don't do that anymore. If you log into Pearson directly, your grades will not be recorded, your work will not be recorded, it will all just be lost. So make sure you always come here and use these links. So I'm going to jump straight to the assignments, and let me just move my screen a little bit. So this will be pretty much what it looks like. I don't put the due dates in MyAccountingLab. It's just too cumbersome, but you know that your assignments are due by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday. If you can't meet that deadline, then please email me and let's talk about why ahead of time. But these are some of the assignments you see here: homework number 1, number 2, and then here is the first quiz. The little flag here, this means that there is a prerequisite. It says you must earn at least 1 of 32 mastery points on your study plan for quiz number 1 in MyAccountingLab before working on any remaining attempts on this assignment. So before you can take the quiz, you have to earn at least 1 mastery point on the study plan. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do I do that? There's a couple of different ways. You can go to the study plan and you can work, and they have practice and they have quiz me. In order to get your 1 mastery point, you have to take a quiz me, and you have to get all the questions correct. And there's only 3. There's only 3 questions, and you can keep taking it and keep working on it until you get those points. But there are just 3 questions. You have to get all 3 correct, and there are a lot of the different quiz me tests that you can take. And they're based on the learning objectives. So if there's a learning objective you're struggling with, then you can go into the study plan, you can practice, you have unlimited attempts, and you can do the quiz me. Okay? The other way that you can get your 1 mastery point is to go work on the homework and get a score of at least 75% or higher on the homework, and that will unlock the quiz for you. So you can use the study plan, or you can just work directly on the homework. The most important thing to remember is that the study plan offers unlimited practice. It's for practicing. It's for making mistakes. The homework, you get 3 attempts. And that might sound like a lot, but sometimes in accounting, you can go through those 3 attempts pretty quickly. So don't waste your homework attempts. Use the study plan. Yes, it takes a little extra time, but once you've used the study plan and you've mastered those objectives, your homework should go a lot faster, okay? All right, so that's pretty much what I want to say about that. The rest of the homework is also there. You don't have to worry about that project down there because, oh no, you do. That's right, in this class, I'm sorry, you do. I was thinking of another class. But yeah, this is all of the work. So you'll have a cumulative project in week 6. Some of the courses don't have this. Some of them do. This particular one does. So this is cumulative. It'll cover everything that we've gone over during the 6 weeks. You can work on this. It's just like the homework. It's no different. So when it's available, you can work on it. You get 3 attempts. Remember, use the study plan to practice so you don't use up those 3 attempts, okay? So you can work on this whenever it's available. You can work on it. It is set up just like the homework. So, you can save it and come back to it later. You get the 3 attempts. There's tools inside of there that I'll show you in a moment that you can use to help you. All right, so I'm going to go back to the class, and then we're going to click on My Accounting Lab Course Home. I want to show you just a couple of things here. I'm going to upload a PowerPoint here in a little bit too that's going to walk you through some of the things that I'm talking about. So if you don't catch it all, I am going to give you a PowerPoint to help guide you. All right, so now I'm at Course Home. Okay, this is kind of what it looks like here. Your assignments are here, what to work on next. So you can actually come here to Course Home and click on homework number 1, or click on the quiz, or view all the assignments, and that'll take you back to the page we were just at. But what I wanted to talk about under Course Home are the links here on the left. I want you to know about these and how they work. So you have your assignments. You have the study plan. So if you want to go directly to the study plan, and let's just do that really quick, you can do that. You can see it says earn at least 1 mastery point to begin quiz number 1. I'm going to move my, if I can move it, yeah. I'm going to move my thing over just a little bit so you can see. So here you see they have the learning objectives. Here they have describe the 3 types of tax rate structures. That's learning objective 1.2. And I want to point out here that your book is actually divided into 2 parts. You see that right there. It looks like a 1, but it's an I, and it stands for individual. So you have the individual chapters and you have the corporate chapters. This book is actually 2 books in 1. So pay attention. Is it an I? Is it talking about individual chapters, or is it a C? Is it talking about the corporate chapters? All right, so this is individual chapter 1, learning objective 2. This is learning objective 3. This is 5. This is 8. So, and then here it's chapter 2, learning objective 1. So you can come here to practice. Let me just move this over a little bit more. You can practice here. Remember, it is unlimited. And then here you would take the quiz me. And you can keep taking the quiz me over and over again as well, but it does generate new questions, different numbers and values. So anyways, this is just a great place to practice. You get unlimited practice. You don't have to use your homework attempts. And what I really like about this is that you can come directly to the learning objective. So if you know everything you think you need to know about the 3 types of tax rate structures, but you're not really certain about the various types of taxes, you can come here and just practice this learning objective. And you don't have to practice anything that you're already familiar with or you feel like you've mastered. All right, so that's your study plan. I'm going to go back over here to the course home. And here's your study plan link we were just looking at. Results, this is where you're going to see your grades in My Accounting Lab. Now, I update the grades between My Accounting Lab and Canvas on Mondays and Thursdays. I actually update them pretty much every time I log in, which is almost every day. But as a rule, I do it on Monday and Thursday. So what this means is that if you do some work, let's say you do some work on Saturday in My Accounting Lab and you finish your homework, Sunday morning, you're probably not going to see those grades in Canvas. There's going to be a little bit of a discrepancy. But then Monday morning, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do what they call sync the grades. And it just takes the grades from MyAccountingLab and it moves them into Canvas. So, don't panic if you're like, well, something's not right here. I don't have the same grade. Give it about 24 hours and you should see it update, because I do it every time I log in, but definitely on Mondays and Thursdays. Okay, document sharing, we don't really use this. It's where we would put some documents if we wanted to share some documents. If you were working with, say, a team or a group, you might share documents there. The multimedia library, I want to take a moment and show you this. So here is where you can get the multimedia resources for your book. I'm going to pick Chapter 4, All Learning Objectives, select all, and I have to move my thing out of the way. And I'm going to click on Find Now, and then you'll see that it has pulled up down here. We have the e-text, Learning Objectives, Multimedia Textbook. It looks like there could be some video there. There's your PowerPoint over here. So it just pulls up all the multimedia that might be associated with the textbook. Some books have more, some books have less, okay? And some chapters are going to have more, some chapters are going to have less. So always go there and see what's there. There could be video, there could be demonstration problems. That's common. The chapter resources, that's basically the same thing as the multimedia library. It just pulls up everything by chapter. And you can do chapter homework here. This is not your assignment. It's more like something to practice with. There's also chapter tests, so you can practice here before you take your quiz. See your chapter grade book. So this is just on the chapter work that you've done. This is not your assignment. Okay, don't be confused by that, but it is some extra practice and homework. You can take a quiz before you do your quiz. And then the chapter study plan. Also, any multimedia is going to be right there. And then your Pearson e-text is right there. Okay, let's go back. The next link in our list is the TaxAct software. We're not using that in this course right now, but if we were, that's where it's located. And then we have some communication tools. We don't really use those either. Then there are the dynamic study modules. You're welcome to use these if you want. It's a little different than the study plan. You might find it useful, so you're welcome to use that. And then at the bottom are the instructor tools that I use to help me grade your work and stuff. But I just wanted you to be aware of what's here under Course Home. Take advantage of this. Take some time and explore and know what's there and available to you. Good luck, everyone. I will see you in the discussion.